is there a glass ceiling in small business? Is there that inequality in business, in the small business world? Have you noticed anything like that? Because I actually don't know.
Yes, absolutely. There's a glass ceiling in your business. But wait, here's the big news. You put it there.
I love that, Patty.
We do. And I often talk about, that's why I was smiling as you were saying that. I often talk about, we are creating a self-imposed glass ceiling.
Right.
And it's artificial, which is the good news.
Yeah.
And once you recognize it, you can burst through that glass ceiling. And part of that goes back to, we know what we know.
Yeah.
And we don't know what we don't know. So if you don't recognize that you have come out of corporate and you have created that in your business, then you're just going to perpetuate it because you don't know the difference. So that is a huge part of my mission, is to bring that to women's awareness. Yes, the glass ceiling that you're bringing into your business. Yes, this double whammy of you underprice your services and then you over-deliver. So if you thought you were profitable, you are not, because as long as you're underpricing and over-delivering, your profit just goes poof. So it's bringing awareness to some of these important issues and then helping the women affect change. And again, going back to that lumpy bed in that motorhome, I could have said, oh, this is my lot. I'm going to suffer for the rest of my life. I don't really know why I'm suffering. I don't know how to do this any differently, but this is just the way it has to be. And what was so life-changing to me is that realization of, I don't know how to change this, but I have to figure out. I have to ask for help because I can't go on like this. And I will tell you that sometimes women get to that point in our businesses that it feels like such a burden. Revenue is up and down, or we have staff turnover, staff leaves. I have one client who, she had an office manager who had been with her for 16 years and gave 2 weeks notice. And my client just kind of looked at me, deer in the headlights. She doesn't even know what the office manager does all day, right? She has no idea of the scope of her job and now has to replace her in 2 weeks. But my answer to her was, let's rethink this. Do you need to replace her? Perhaps you can outsource some of those services. So let's take a new look at this, a fresh look, and see what's going to work for you, as opposed to that corporate model, which is you have to have an in-house office manager and pay a full-time salary with benefits. There's all kinds of alternatives for small business. So, you know, that feeling stuck and not recognizing that a lot of what we do is self-imposed and we don't know how to ask for help and we don't know who to trust when we turn to people for help. So it's a real conundrum for a lot of small business owners and women in particular.